Yes,
Next boot
indeed.
camp can't come soon enough.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I agree with you. Well,
Okay.
I'm really grateful that we had that, boot camp there in Jamaica, and everybody. I'm sure every single person that went is extremely grateful and excited and
It
happy.
certainly looks and sounds that way.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. I'm very sure of that.
Yes, yes.
All right, awesome. Welcome, Dr. Copeland, Swazel, Claudine. How are you guys?
Yes,
Oh,
doing good, doing good. And
excuse me, Dr. Harry. I have to step away for a little. You hear? I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's cool. So I know you must be fired up and supercharged, Dr. Copeland.
yes, I can only say that what was demonstrated this weekend was how a master trader and educator, really cares about transferring information. Yes, he was exceptional.
He is. He definitely is. And he definitely wants people to succeed. And, has set that as a part of his purpose and mission. So we're very grateful that he's here with us. To have someone like that on board with the team, that's just really great and wonderful. So
Yes,
we can
yes,
all be grateful and thankful for that.
yes, we are. We are indeed.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
All right. So let's dive in. Extreme Effects Global Academy. Well, for those who are watching the recording, my name is Dr. Harry Benjamin. I grew up in Jamaica, became a medical doctor, then an entrepreneur. Been in the entrepreneurial space now for many years and will continue to stay there. And it's an area that I truly highly value because of the freedom and flexibilities that come with it when you're an entrepreneur. You get to set your own time frames and what you want to do. You literally set targets and goals on how much income you want to earn. And in that way, you can live the lifestyle that you want as opposed to the one that you're allowed to do based on restrictions like income from employment. So entrepreneurship is a big deal for us. Here in Xtream Effects, our Xtream Global Academy, Xtream Lifestyle is our official name. Xtream Global Academy is one aspect of our community. And then we also have our health and wellness aspect, our line of products. And then we also have our travel booking website where you can book wholesale travel and get up to 80% discount on hotels, rental cars and cruises and so forth. Today, we're going to talk about our academic side. Before I do that, let's just briefly look at our affiliate program. It's a very affordable program, only $168 to get registered, and then $249 or $299. And then once you've registered as an affiliate, you pay a monthly fee. But the great thing about being an affiliate is that you can earn 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, all the way. It goes up to a very high figure. But obviously, you could set your goals and set your sights on how much you want to earn. And then you can go ahead and put in the work required. And guess what? We are going to help you to put the work in. We're going to help you to build an organization so you can earn money. While you're doing that, you can also be learning how to trade the financial markets, which many of us are doing. It gives us knowledge on how to tap into a $7 trillion per day market. It's the largest financial market in the world. A lot of people are unaware of its magnitude, may know about it, but are unaware of its magnitude and the power and the freedom and flexibilities that being a trader brings, right? Being a trader brings. Our education program is affordable. If you have a student ID in an existing school, you can get away with paying only $89 a month for our prestigious education, and then you could pay $99 or $159 depending on how much more education you want per month. Now we're going to talk about our safety trade system today. It's only $599 for a 1-year license, and then we pay $75 per month to be able to access what are called signals that are sent through a system that gives us up-to-date information on what's happening in the market for you to be able to take advantage of those opportunities, right? So let's look briefly at the safety trade product. You pay $599 to transform your trading view. You're not familiar with what trading view is. You would transform your trading view. Let me just collapse this pane. In the absence of this pane down here, your trading view pretty much looks like this, right? And once you put these indicators on, it transforms your trading view to look like this. So for example, just a while ago, the system showed us this pattern, right? The market would have been like here, and then as these candles form on a 1 minute time frame, you saw we're green, then red, then these two lines are still green. That's what we call a buy opportunity. Will the market go up after this red, green pattern? Let's see. Yes, it does. Right? So every time we have that pattern, it gives us an opportunity to put in a trade. Here's another example of it right here that happened earlier today. This happened at, what time is that? 2:02 p.m., right? And then look, green, red, green. And what happened? Did it go up after? Yes. And it went way up, actually. All right, let's see if we see it when it's red. Let's see if we see a red patterning, right? All right, here it is. Red, red, green, red. All right, this is the opposite of green, red, green. Red, green, red. That's what we're looking for. Does the market came down a little bit, and there's a reason why it didn't do much, because of the overall market being what we call a buy market, all right, as opposed to a sell market. But here is, I'm trying to find a couple examples, but the market has been very bullish on these indices, very bullish. You can see green, red, green, market going up, green, red, green, market going up. So every time you see this pattern, you'll notice something, the market goes up after. When you see the reverse, which is red, red, I'm trying to find a reverse one. Here's one, okay, where it was red, red. Did we get any green on that? Yeah, we got some here, right? So red, green, red, right? You could see it right here. Red, green, red, market went down. Red, green, red, market went down, right? Red, let's see if we'll have it here again, over here, right? Now that's clear, but you could see every time there's this perfect alignment, red, green, red, the market's gonna go down after, or green, red, green, the market will go up after. So if we simply discipline ourselves to look for those patterns that set up on our system, it's called the safety trade system, you'll be able to execute buys ourselves, right? And it's the patience to do that. Now that's under what we call a 1 minute time frame, and there's some training you'll receive in terms of looking through the different time frames and identifying what is the best time frame for you to trade on. So, for example, if you're looking at NAS, let's just go to the end of this chart here. All right, for NAS. Okay, where we are. Here we go. All right. So, looking at this now, what we'll be looking for, let's say, this morning, not let's say, but this morning, literally, right? When you get up in the morning and let's say you start trading at maybe 7 a.m. or whatever time you may choose to start trading. Let me just say this. This is 9:30. So this was market open, when the market opened. And what happened? So how our system is so powerful is that what we recommend you do, you begin with the 1 hour time frame. That's what we recommend you do, right? Begin with the 1 hour time frame. Where are my candles? Come on, come on, come on. Okay, here we go. All right, so you begin with the 1 hour time frame, right? Begin with the 1 hour time frame. So this morning, let's say, you're on the charts this morning at 9:30 a.m. This is Monday, yeah, right? 9:30 a.m. Right? So you're on no, this is January 8th. I went up too far. All right, so we're somewhere around here. Monday, right here. Okay, right here. Okay, right here. All right, this morning. All right, so this morning, you're on the first thing you do is to look at your 1 hour chart. So you look at your 1 hour chart to see if there's a setup. In this case, there's no clear setup on the 1 hour chart, as you could see, right? Then you drop down to your 15-minute chart to see what's going on there. And there was something that was being set up here. The thing is that the bottom line down here was red, and then this is red, this is green. But here's one of the secrets to the system. We trade indices as one, S&P, NAS, and US 30. So right now we're on the 15-minute chart of NAS, but let's go to S&P, right? S&P. Let's check the 1 hour. Did the 1 hour show us something? Yes, it did, right? Green, red, green. So the 1 hour showed us that there was a 1 hour buy stop, right? This morning, green, red, green. In fact, there was three of them, right? One occurred here the other day, one occurred here, and then we had this one that the system called out on Sunday night, 11 p.m. in the night, right? Started off at 9 p.m. and then right up until 2 a.m. That's when the system called out this 1 hour buy stop. You could clearly see that it shot way up afterwards. Now, 1 hour trades are usually much stronger than the other trades in terms of the time frame and how long you can hold them for. So this one was a big win. Let's check US 30 to see if we had a similar thing. We didn't get a call out on US 30 at that time, but there was a 1 hour trade on US 30 buy stop earlier on. Okay, so what we would look for, which seems like we got three confirming two. We got this 1 hour didn't show that clearly. Let's check the 4 hours to see what was going on in NAS. All right, so it came down, and on the 1 hour, there's what's called a fill in the gap with a broken back. Right. So with a little bit more training, you could have used this as 2 of the 3. S&P showed a 1 hour trade clearly here, right? NAS was showing it as well, but the back was red instead of green. US 30 didn't show it, but did it show a fill in the gap, right? Did it show a fill in the gap? And yes, it did, right? It did have a fill in the gap on US 30. So all 3 were showing indications that there are going to be some buying going on today, right? Which the market definitely did that. So understanding this, being able to read these 3 as one puts you at an advantage, right? Puts you at an advantage big time. So how do we start? Whichever 3 you choose to start with, and then you choose the 1 hour time frame, and then check out the 1 hour time frame. So what's going on in the 1 hour chart. Then once you finish with the 1 hour, you should drop to your 15-minute, right? To get a confirmation that things were shaping up. And, when we look way back here this morning, you could see, the 15-minute green, red, green, green, red, green. So this was a nice setup. That's on US 30. Let's check out NAS on the 15-minute. That wasn't very clear because down at the bottom here, this is red. But let's check out SPX. And SPX was filling the gaps. We had one here. You could see this nice little gap here between the green and the yellow. Another one here. So these would have been 2 nice entries for you to get into your 15-minute 1 hour buy. Right, that was happening today. All right, but that is already water on the bridge. All right, so apart from trading the indices as one, then you could trade gold, right? Great is wonderful that we're able to trade all of these assets, but you could trade gold as well, right? You could definitely trade gold. Let's look at gold and see what's going on. Man, gold was behaving so nice, behaves all the time, but the chart was just giving us some great data. So this morning, you see green, red, green, gold bought up. So if you're trading gold today, you could have taken this buy, and this is on the 1 minute chart. Look at this sweet 1 minute trade: green, red, green, green, red, green. Nice buy going up, but then gold sold off after the market opened. Right, gold sold down. Now this sell down was selling down on what's called a 4 hour sell stop. Right, so let's go to the 4 hour chart. So on the 4 hour chart, green, red, red, green, red. You could see that the market went up, created this 4 hour sell, and then it started coming down. So with the buy going up, you could have been able to make money coming up for the buy, but then you should be looking out for the higher time frame sell. And that is why it sold off like this earlier on today. Let's drop back to the 1 minute, and then we'll see that big sell that took place earlier today, right? Okay, so then it sold down like this because of this 4 hour sell stop. Now, when that happened, here's another entry for a sell. It came back up, came down. You could have gotten in and got another piece of that. But then, while that was happening, if you look at your lower time frames on gold, let's go down now to the 1 hour. It's got a 1 hour time frame on gold to see what was going on here. There was not any clear sell today on gold. All right, there was a sell on the 1 hour time frame earlier last week, but today there was no clear sell on the 1 hour, but we saw it on the 4 hour, and then dropped down to the 15 minutes. So let's look at the 15 minutes. So the 15 minute was showing some buys on gold and some good buys. See, it came down, created this nice red, green, red right here, went up, nice win, came back down, under the trade line went up again. So that could have given anybody who was looking for that, looking at that 15 minute buy, a chance to take advantage of it, knowing that there's also a 4-hour sell. Now, it's a very difficult trade. It's difficult to trade any asset like gold, anyone, when the higher time frame and the lower time frames are different, right? So, for example, there's a 4-hour sell, but then there's also these buy stops in between. So it's a little tricky to be able to take advantage of them. So you have to be very careful that when you're doing the lower time frame buys and the higher time frame is an opposite trade. For example, in this case, the 4-hour sell is going on, but there's also these buys going on as well. So you're going to have back and forth happening. And if you go down to the 1-minute chart, you could see that very clearly. See, it went up, came down, right? Went up a bit, came down. And now it went back up, right? And it came down. So there's no continuous up or continuous down because of the fact that the 4-hour sell stop is there. And then you have the 1 minute, 5 minute. In this case, now you have a 1-minute buy. See, 1-minute buy. Let's look at what the 5 minutes is saying. 5 minutes is showing us a buy environment. 15 minutes, let's see what that's saying. That's showing us a buy environment, but this 15-minute buy is already finished, right? And when that happens, you could expect the possibility that the 4-hour sell will kick in, right? Let's look at what the 30 minutes is saying. 30 minutes is also showing that is already bought from the 30 minutes. So that one is finished with. We're just filling the gap, 30 minutes buy. And then the 1 hour is changing into a buy, but it hasn't finished yet. Down here needs to turn to green. But then if the 4-hour kicks in really heavily, which it may not, but if it kicks in very heavily, we could see the 1 hour turn back to a sell, and then we could start to see the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute changing to sells as well. With all of that happening, there's a daily buy going on, right? So there's a daily buy stop. So there's a daily buy stop on gold. So you could see here on the daily chart, right? You could see on the daily chart, green, red, green, and then gold is coming up, right? So I would, if I were you, no, I'm not, but I would have a preference for buys over sells with the fact that there's a daily buy stop. So yes, there's a 4-hour sell, right? Definitely. So we could expect to see some sells, but I would have a preference personally because there's a daily buy stop. I would wait to see my 1 minute, show me a buy, take that, wait for me to see a 5 minute on my buy, take that, right? When this develops properly, right? Right now there's a 1 minute buy right here. You see, well, it's almost finished with, you could have taken a 1 minute buy. It may run up a good distance, it may not. So it's best to secure your profits as soon as you get into profit, put in a stop profit or maybe take profits for a small amount. And then you could also do it for the 5 minute to develop. So the 5 minute trade line is down here, which means that it has to come down into this channel to get your 5 minute or below the channel to get your 5 minute. The 15 minute as well, you would have to come down. So therefore that 4-hour sell stop will push down, and then when it pushes down and comes below here, it gives you the opportunity to buy up again. So these are a little, when you have all of that going on, it can be a little difficult to play the sell and the buy, the sell and the buy, the sell and the buy, as opposed to, let's just go back to NAS 100, right? NAS 100 right now. Let's go to NAS 100. This is just straightforward buy. Right? Let's look at all the time frames. So let's go to the 1 day, right? 1 day is a buy environment, right? You know, we'd have to come down for it to get a 1 day buy stop, but it's a buy environment. The 1 hour buy, right? You know, let's go to even the 4-hour buy, right? 4-hour buy. Let's go down to the 30 minute showing all green as well. 15 minute, all green. 5 minute, right? All green. Go down to your 1 minute, right? Your 3 minute, all green. See how green that is? Then 1 minute. So what happens now is that whenever you have a situation like that, it's very difficult to lose a buy trade when the market is like that, right? Very difficult, right? It's most likely gonna always be giving you those buy opportunities. So That's why this one just so happened. You could see green, red, green, went up. Green, red, green, went up. If it comes back down again, you're gonna see go up. And it will take a little while before you see it pulls back down, and it may pull down to the 15-minute or the 1 hour trade channel, but it's gonna buy back up. Because the overall environment for the indices right now is a very strong buy environment. Very strong buy environment. So it's gonna take a lot to push it down, way down. But we may see that happen tomorrow because there's a news item at 10 a.m. So if the news is negative, the market will react negatively, or at least they'll use the news to make the market react negatively and pull it down. So we could see market open tomorrow and the news causing a pullback. And if it does, it's going to set us up. Because if the market comes down tomorrow, man, it's going to be sweet. So look out for that. So if they do that tomorrow, they come down, right? And let me look for, let's say they come down tomorrow. Let me take out this drawing. All right, let's go to the 1 hour. All right, 1 hour. All right. And if they come down to the 1 hour channel, which is right here, here's the 1 hour channel. If they bring it down to here tomorrow, what it means is that it gives you an opportunity. That means bring it even down further, right? Hopefully they do, right? But what that does is gives you an opportunity for the market to turn around, right? For the market to turn around. Oops, difficult time moving this page whenever this is on. All right. Okay. So when the market comes down, if it does come down like that with the news, then it sets us up, right, to be in this channel, and it's going to set up a 15-minute, a 30-minute, buy coming up back, right? So look out for that. That's what we want. Hopefully we get it. We don't know if we will, but hopefully we get that, right? So the market shot up. You see, it created a new all-time high. Here was the last all-time high. It went up high, created another double top up here. So if they bring it back down, overnight, let's go back to our 1 minute chart. Oops. Oh, wow. Now, wow. All right. Come off the screen. I have no idea to get that off. All right. So if they do that, man, it's going to be sweet, right? If they do that, all right. Let me just go back to here and try to clean up this thing, right? If they do that for us, man, right, we'll be smiling all day long. If they pull it back in that way, right? So the market movers make the market. So we're just being smart enough to follow what they do. So if we see them do that ahead of time, you know what to do, right? You know what to do. So look at the 1 minute chart on NAS. This is S&P, but NAS, same thing. We want them to bring it down, right? So if we go back to the 1 hour, let's just put a line here for the 1 hour. Let's take this off. Let's put a line here for the 1 hour chart. We go to NAS. All right. So we go to the 1 hour chart. 1 hour. All right. So what we want them to do is that we want them to bring this down. We want them to bring it down to our 1 hour channel. So we want them to bring it down here, which is a nice move down, right? This is like 133 points. So if they bring it down like this overnight, that'll be great. Generally, what we expect them to do is to bring this back to the blue line overnight. So you can expect them to bring the market for NAS, S&P 500, and so forth. You expect them to bring it overnight before market open back to this blue line, right? So they might bring this down about 100 points, okay, overnight. Now, if they do that overnight and it comes down to the blue line, expect it to come back up, because that means that they'll have gotten below the 15-minute channel, right? Because let's go back to 1 hour. So our blue line is right here, a 1 hour chart. This is where we want them to come to, right to this blue line. Our blue line, that's our blue line. We change the color so you don't get confused with the company's or the system's blue line and my line. So this green line right here, we want them to come down to that. So if they do that, it puts us in a really good shape. So if you look at the 1 minute blue line, the 1 minute blue line is here. We expect them to bring it down somewhere overnight, but this blue line is trending this way. And then this, so maybe 50, 60, 80 pips, it might come down if they do bring it down. If they do not bring it down overnight, then at market open, they will generally pull the market back before it goes back up, right? So we have to look out for the pullback, and then you want to wait for them to pull it back to your 15-minute, 1 hour. They pull it back to the 15-minute. Let's got a 15-minute chart. If they pull it back down into this 15-minute channel between this yellow line and green line, that's what you want. Or they may bring it down into the 1 hour. If they bring it down all the way to the 1 hour, even better, because it means that, there's a lot more room for it to go back up. So understanding those dynamics, puts us in a bolstered position when it comes to trading these indices. All right, everybody. So, man, I'm just so excited. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for the system. And I know those of us who are really learning how to use it are going to do very well throughout the course of the year, right? Throughout the course of this year, we're going to do very, very well for those of us who are learning how to use it. All right, let's go back to now the scanner. All right, I won't talk about that one just this minute, but we look at the regular scanner and we look at what we call Forex peers. I was just looking at indices generally. Nothing is flashing on this Forex peers right now. Let's see if anything is flashing on indices. So US oil and gold is showing a 1 minute buy. So let's quickly look at US oil right here. So green, red, green. So the system called us out for us. Now we were late in the day, so we wouldn't try to take a trade, but we could expect this to go back up. Let's check the 5-minute time frame. It's 3 minute. It's showing us a green bar. 5 minutes is showing us probably a red bar. Yep. So the 5 minute has a sell and 1 minute has a buy. So I prefer to play the 5 minute than the 1 minute buy, right? If you look at the trend here, the trend was going down. It's starting to buy back. Let's check the 15 minute. So it's probably wanting to come up into this 15-minute channel to go back down again. All right, so a 5 minute, you could play a 5 minute, 15 minute after market reopens, wait for it to come up to here and then sell down. Right? You could try to do this 1 minute buy, but you have to be very fast. I would not try to do that because you could start selling from here and not do much of a buy, right? On the 1 minute, because the 1 minute buy kind of stands alone. The purpose of the 1 minute buy is that it's coming up into the 5 minute, right? And the 15 minute. So it's trying to come up into here. And if it comes up into here, then it comes up to give you another sell down, right? That's what I see happening. So it came down, came up here, come back down. All right. Let's check the 1 hour. The 1 hour is showing us a buy. So green, red, green on the 1 hour. Let's see what's going on. 4 hour. 4 hour is also showing us a buy pattern, a buy trend going this way. All right. So which is great. Let's go to the 30 minute. And then the back here is red on the 30 minute. And the 15 minute, the back here and this is red. So basically, it's a overall buy environment, right? Where the 1 minute is now starting to show a buy, right? Because of all of that sell-off that took place. 1 minute is starting to show a buy because of all of the selling that was taking place. But then there's a 5 minute, 15 minute sell. So you have to be a little careful. I mean, the buy is going to overall be the longer term move because the 1 hour and the 4 hour shows a buy. And then the 5 minute and the 15 minute showing sells. So, I would prefer to reverse my previous statement to say that, I prefer to go with the buy than the sell, right? Because I think that the buy is going to give me more bang for my buck than the sell, right? The buy is most likely going to give me a longer run up than the sell would give me going down because of the fact that the higher time frames are buys. Let's look at the other one that was being called out by the system, gold, right? Let's look at gold, right? And it was calling out a 1 minute buy. So see, gold came down, right? Came down. Remember the 4 hour sell is going on in gold. And then the 1 minute buy is happening because there's a daily buy stop. So if you jump into the 1 minute buy, see it's going up already. You're likely gonna make money, right? Because the daily buy is there. So if you have the setup, right, 1 minute, let's go to 5 minutes to see if it's there on a 5 minute chart, right? It didn't come all the way. What would be sweet is if it came down into this channel and then you bought up out of it, either the 5 minute or the 15 minute, it came down into here even better. Look at when it came down below this line. You notice how much it went up? When it came down and it came below, you see when it goes up. So what you always want to look out for is when it pulls back, that's when get into the trade for it to go back in the opposite direction. So in this case, if you want to get into a buy, wait until it pulls back on the sell, pulls back, and then you get in to go back up on the buy. If you were doing a sell, then you want it to go up, and then when it pulls back up, then you take it to come down. All right. So hopefully that's helped somebody. I've been rambling on a lot, and hopefully the information is coming through. I noticed that we're mainly partners here, and welcome back onto the boot camp. So we're gonna wrap things up, into the rest of this week. But any questions from anyone? Any questions?
Hi, Dr. Harry. This is Miggy, and
Hey,
I
Miggy.
noticed you referred to the channel quite a bit. That's between the two moving average.
That's correct. That's the
And
channel on each
the
time frame.
channel position changes a little in the different time frames. Is that what it is?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Okay.
So let's go to NAS and let's look at the start with a 1 minute. All right. So right now, this is where we are on NAS, right? So that's the change this to blue. No. Okay, can you see that? The yellow line, right? That's the top of the channel.
Yes.
For the 1 minute, right?
Yes.
And that's the bottom of the channel for the 1 minute, right?
Yes.
Now, when the market is up here, when it has bought up this much already, to get a good push up for a buy, you want to wait for it to come down to one of the other time frame channels. So in this case, it's already above the 1 minute channel, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, but when it came into the channel, you see when it came into the channel, you see the BS indicator change from green to red. See that?
Yes.
Right. That's what changes it to red, because it's now below the moving average, the yellow one. It's below that one. So once it's below it, the BS indicator color changes. Right?
Okay.
But if the other indicators, which is the bar and the 3 lines at the bottom, if those stay green and this one is red, then that that it's going to go back up.
Okay.
So that's where the safe trade is. But if you try to take the buy, like right here is a fill in the gap, 1 minute. Let me just pull this down. Can you see that gap between the yellow line and the green?
Yes.
Because the red came down and touched the yellow line. That's what created this gap.
Okay.
But those moves are usually very small. So you do not want to trade those buys. So that's why you don't want to try to get into a buy up here like that. Because it's above the 1 minute line and that, right? Okay. All right. Now let's go to a higher time frame.
Oh, sorry. Dr. Harry?
Yes?
Sorry to interrupt you. This is Claudie. That was a great question asked by Miggy. If you don't mind, I'm going to ask you to just go back over the relation between the histogram bars and when the candles are in the channel. Just go back over the relation, please. Thank you.
Great. You're welcome, Miggy. All right, so this is where the candles are right now. Red, green, coming down, right? You can see that, right? But it's above the moving average. All right, we notice that it's above the moving average here. So when time passes by, you see the red candles now came down between the yellow and the green, which is now in the 1 minute channel, right? And then you start to see this gap being created between the yellow line and the green histogram bars. So if it stays down here long enough, it stays in between the channel long enough, it changes these green histogram bars to red. So that's where the change happens. That's really how you know that a trade is coming up. Okay, even before this color change happens from green to red. Okay, and then it stay there for a while, and then that gives you a chance now to go ahead and put in your entry just above the yellow line or on the yellow line. So when it's coming back up, you get the buy, like that. Is that clear to you now, Miggy?
Yes, that was Claudine.
Sorry, Claudine. Is that clear now?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, nice. All right, so now we have the 5 minute, with the 1 minute channel, right? Let's now go look at the 5 minute. So if you notice now, the 5 minute trade line is where? All the way down here. In fact, we could even, before we even go to the 5 minute, we could go to the 3 minute, sorry. Right? So the 3 minute, you see the 3 minute has a channel way down here. Okay? So the 1 minute channel is up here, the 3 minute channel is down here. So if you're trying to get that, yeah, so if you're trying to get a 1 minute trade, you're better off waiting for the candles to come down into the 3 minute channel. And as you start trading more, you'll see that when this comes down and touches this trade line, you get much more, you get a reaction going up, you get a movement going up. Right? See, look here. Right? You see where it was going up, it pulled back and it almost touched the line and then it shot up from there. Right? It came down into the channel. See, it came down into the channel for the 3 minute. When it did, what did we get? A fill in the gap. When it came down in there, so you see this gap? Is because these came down into the channel and then it bought up out of the channel. Right? And then that's the 3 minute. All right, that's the 3 minute. So let's look now at the 5 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. Right? So you see the 5 minute, in fact, the top of the bottom of the 3 minute channel and the top of the 5 minute channel are on the same level. And then the bottom of the channel for the 5 minutes is down here. So this is even a better place to get your 5 minute buys out of. That's where the histogram bars now change from green to red, right? Whenever it comes below that channel, see? Or sometimes in the channel, but below the channel. See, this one is a nice one, right? Green, red, green. See, it came below the channel, and that's what created these red bars. And it gave it a buy up. See? Okay. So what you should be waiting for come tomorrow, take off all these lines. Right? What you let's draw this out and make it relevant, more relevant. Right? So this is what we want to have happen. Right now, let's go, we're on our 5 minute chart, right? All right, we're on our 5 minute chart. All right, let's even go 15 minute chart. What we want to see happen tomorrow or tonight to set this up, because we want the market to set this up for us. We want it to come down into this channel, right? So if we draw the channel, let's say the channel continues this way overnight. My drawing is not the best, right? All right, so the channel comes up like that, right? Okay, and then we want to see the candles come down into this channel, and it's going to create for us a 15 minute. If it comes down, let's say it comes down even further, let's say the candles come down further, and it comes down to your 1 hour. So the 1 hour channel is way down here, right? Oops, 1 hour channel is way down here. So if it comes down to the 1 hour channel, it will create for us a nice 15 minute setup, a really nice 15 minute setup. And then what you'll be waiting for, what you're looking for tomorrow is to take that buy going up like this. That's what you'll be looking to do, to have happen. All right? Okay? That's what you'll be looking to have happen. So I hope that's helpful.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
All right, so this is the 15 minute. You're going to watch this tomorrow, and then when it comes up, and then it comes down below the channel, and when it's below the channel, and if it comes down into the 1 hour, that's a sweet 15 minute buy stop. Because that means that it's going to have buying pressure from the 1 hour on the 30 minute going back up. All right. So any other questions from anybody else? Any other questions? All right, good to go. All right, get rid of all those drawings. I'm learning how to draw here, right? Learning, practicing. All right, but if there are no other questions from anybody else, hopefully the information was valuable. Hopefully you guys got something out of the session we had here today. And each time we're getting clearer and clearer and clearer on it. And as I said before, I'm going to keep sharing, you know, because I've gotten pretty good at the system. So I'm going to keep sharing and helping you guys to understand how to better navigate your way so that you can get to the point of being able to confidently take your trades. All right.
Hey, Dr. Ari.
Okay.
All
Yep.
right, thank you, thank you.
You're
Dr.
welcome.
Ari,
Yes, sir.
good evening, man.
Excellent evening, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is Deverton. I just want to share some things there. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, man.
Were you at the boot camp?
No,
Okay, cool.
I
Well, go
didn't
ahead.
get to make it there. But I just want to share with everyone on the channel that the safety trade system, it is real. I started trading for a long time. Last night I funded my account yesterday evening. And I started my first trade on the Asian session. And my first trade was $100. And I went up and down along with it. But on the London session, I made a few $100 on that session, but it was when on the New York session this morning, I really make a big break on it. And I'm feeling overwhelmed this evening because I made 100% on my account, which I started out with. So
You must feel
That's
good.
awesome. Awesome, go Devon.
yeah, I funded my account with $2,100 and my account now is up 4,000.
Congratulations.
All right. Yay.
Big up.
That give us hope.
Congratulations.
And that was my first trade. I was
Wow.
trading gold. You see where Dr. Ari was showing that up and down movement at 9:30. That's where I took my trade. I bought that up and I sold it down after. I took everything up and down.
Wonderful, my brother. Wonderful, wonderful,
Love
wonderful.
it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Man, keep up the great work. Keep up the great work. And thanks for sharing. You know, please share again as you go forward. But it's really wonderful when we get 100% in a day. You know, I've come close. I think I've gotten close to like 75 or something like that. But I've not done 100% in a day. So big up for that, Deverton. You know, that's wonderful what you have accomplished. And just greater heights, you know, greater heights, man. If I was you, I'd take out my original $2,100, put that back, and keep the profit of $2,100 and grow that and double that again, you know?
Yeah.
And keep going. So that's what I would do if I were you. I'd take out the $2,100 and put that back in my wallet or back into your account, and you just trade with your profit and just, you know, gone. You're gone after that. You're done.
Yeah.
So well done, bro. Well done. Congratulations. Don't change what you're doing. What you're doing is working. Right?
Yeah.
You understand the system, right? You know, you're doing what you're doing is working. So don't go and change up anything now. Just keep doing what you did.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So I just want to encourage everyone that you know, just focus, and it really works. The safety trade make a big difference.
Without this panel down here, let's just collapse the panel down here. I feel totally lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, those indicators are a lifesaver.
Yeah.
It turned darkness into light. All right. Thank you very much, Devatan. Congratulations to you, and well done. I'm sure everybody here is inspired by you doing that, and thank you for coming on and sharing that, Devatan. I appreciate you for doing that.
Welcome. Yeah.
All right. Anyone else? Any questions from anybody else? All right, guys. Blessings, everybody. Thank you very much for being here, and we'll be talking soon. All right. Love you
Yes,
all.
Dr. Harry.
Bye,
thank
Dr.
you,
Harry.
Doc.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye,
You guys
everyone.
tomorrow. Bye-bye.